Let's settle down and talk about the latest headline that has been trending online. Content creator Mandy has announced that on the 30th of October 2025, she will be staging what she called a Ratata Marathon in Ikorodu, Lagos. Now, brace yourself. She said she will be having Ratata with 100 men in one day. Yes, you heard that right, 100 men.
Right now, I'm making this video to let you all know that I'll be participating in the Guinness record. I'm having Ratata with 100 men. You know, me kuku lórúkọ gidi náà gboro mi lójú rere tẹ́ fi ń wò mí, so kò sí kankan tá fẹ́ máa, you know. To cut the story short, mo ti get the kini pack meta 1 round each, 100 men. Mo ti get 100 men already, want to be available. So and I want you all to know that this is actually coming from the bottom of my heart. Nothing.
Now, Mandy, in her excitement, reportedly contacted Guinness World Record to validate her plan, but Guinness gave her a straight response. They don't record such adventures. Simple and clear. But instead of letting it go, Mandy came online ranting and fuming, saying Guinness doesn't want to recognize her shine and that she would still go ahead with her marathon, with or without them. According to her, she already had the 100 men lined up and ready.
Guinness record, mo ní mo fẹ́ dóyàn 100 ní ẹ̀kìn rẹ́kọ̀dì irú kan báyìí. Ṣé ẹnu máa ṣàṣẹ ìyá wèrè? What's your own? Tẹ́ẹ̀bà rẹ́kọ̀dì èmi máa rẹ́kọ̀dì kan mi fún ara mi. That's my decision. Kò jẹ́ sí kankan tó lè stop me from doing that. So ti ẹbẹ yẹn kò sí anybody tó lè stop me láti máa do ọkùnrin 100 on the 30th of September. Look into my eyes very well. Mi ìbẹ̀rù anybody o. Ọlọ́run nìkan mo bẹ̀rù. So ti ẹbẹ yẹn.
And to top it all, she boldly said entrance is not free. People will pay gate fee to watch this spectacle. Now let's break this down. First question, why this Ratata marathon? Is it because we are in an age where every week somebody somewhere is attempting one world record or the other? Longest cooking, longest dancing, longest ironing, longest everything. And maybe Mandy too feel like, let me just carve my own niche. Nobody has done Ratata marathon before. But the key difference is, while other records are tied to creativity, endurance, or even skill, this one raises eyebrow because it is a very intimate act that she's trying to turn into a public entertainment event. And come to think of it, this Mandy girl at a point embarked in a torrent prayer section, kabashing, praying and speaking in tongues. So come to think of she embarking on this Ratata marathon is something that baffles me. And let's be honest, is it really about Guinness or is it about cloud chasing? Because Guinness has already told her clearly, we don't recognize this. Yes, she insists she will still crown herself as the record holder. That, my people, it smells like pure publicity stunt. She wants the attention, the trending hashtag, the viral moment, and perhaps they gave fee money that will roll in. But let's also look at the health angle. Having Ratata with one person already means exchanging saliva, bacteria, or not sort. Now imagine having Ratata with 100 different men in the space of one day. That's not just risky, that's outright reckless. We are talking about possible spread of infections, cold sores, flu, oral bacteria, even STIs that can be transmitted through Ratata. Did the man pause to consider that? Or is she blinded by the spotlight, because one day cloud can turn into a lifetime of health consequences. Then there's this social and moral aspect. Nigeria is still a very conservative society when it comes to open display of intimacy. People will question the appropriateness of staging such an event in public, with tickets being sold, almost like a carnival. Parents, religious group, health practitioners, you can bet they will all have something to say about this. And Lagos, once the news spread, it will attract not only fans but also critics and possibly even authorities that may not allow it hold. Let's talk about the 100 men she says are already arranged. Who are these men? What motivated them to sign up? Is it money? Is it fame? Or just the thrill of, having a fair share of her? But anyway, because at the end of the day, it's not just Mandy putting herself at risk. Those 100 men are also exchanging jams in a continuous chain. That's a very risky business because after that, they'll go into the society and continue the spread. Now, about the entrance fee, this one changes everything because once money is involved, it shifts from just being a personal stunt to becoming a commercial event. It becomes less about fun and more about exploitation of curiosity. She knows Nigerian love spectacle. She knows people will pay just to come and witness the girl who is ratata 100 men. So in a way, she's monetizing unholy acts, monetizing health risk, on monetizing shock value. The truth is, not every monetization is worth it. Some leave you with consequences you cannot undo. And that's why many people are concerned that Mandy may not have thought through the long-term effect of this so-called marathon. So to wrap this up, yes, people are attempting at breaking records daily, but not all records are equal and not all stunts are noble. Some are rooted in skill, endurance, and creativities. Others like this, fall into category of shock tactics, done to get attention, done to train, done to generate quick money, but at what cost? Mandy may see this as her ticket to fame, but fame that is built on controversy often come with more backlash than blessing. And while she may enjoy the spotlight for a season, the health risk, the moral criticism, and potential social rejection could be too heavy a price to pay for 24 hours of clout. Now, while we are still on Mandy marathon with 100 men, another case just entered the scene. This time is online defamation, and the victim is none other than Rude Boy, the Paul Okoye P Square. So here's what happened. A lady by name Ayomide Abola went on Twitter, or should I say X, and typed out a very heavy accusation. She claimed that Paul Okoye assaulted his domestic help, who she alleged was much younger than him. She didn't stop here. She went on to say that when Paul was caught, he sent his then wife and sister-in-law out of the house. Now, this is not just ordinary gossip. This is a very strong allegation, one that directly paints Paul Okoye as an abuser and manipulator. And we all know how fast damaging stories spread on the internet. Before you know it, blogs will pick it, headlines will, twist it, and reputation that took decades to build can crumble overnight. Of course, Paul Okoye himself saw the post and he didn't take it lightly. He came out breathing fire. He swore that he would not let this one go. In his way, he said, "I will find you. You will face the law. I will use you to set an example. I will use every necessary means, power and money." I hardly replied, but see this one. And honestly, I don't blame him, because when it comes to online defamation, silence is not always golden. If you keep quiet, the story sticks. People assume it's true, but if you fight back legally, at least you set the record straight and show that there are consequences for reckless online talk. See, the internet age we are in right now is double-edged sword. On one hand, it gives people like Mandy the platform to chase attention with outrageous stunts, and on another hand, it gives random individuals like Ayomide the audacity to tweet heavy accusation about a celebrity, whether true or not, without considering the weight of their words. Both scenarios are rooted in the same issue: the craving of relevance, engagement, and clout online. Mandy is chasing attention through a shocking public display. Ayomide is chasing attention through a shocking tweet. In both cases, the consequences can be there. And let's be honest, Paul Okoye has the means to make this case serious. This is not a small artist or someone struggling. This is P Square, one of the African biggest music exports, with influence, money, and connection. If he says he will use his resources to track Ayomide down, best believe he can. The bigger lesson here is that the internet has blurred the lines. Some people no longer see the difference between freedom of speech and character assassination. But freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. If you falsely accuse someone of something as serious as domestic abuse, you better have the evidence, because if you don't and they drag you to court, you will understand that the internet is not a shield. So my people, this is the much we take on this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And as we come to the end of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel, like, share, and leave your comment in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. But before then, don't forget to stay safe, remain kind, and mind your mental health, and mind what you do or say on the internet. Bye, and remain blessed.